before, full chaos in Nomengard. So if you remember, you spent the night in Nomengard, received all these magic items from the very grateful gnomes, and spent the night there. Had a big feast, had some drinks, had a good sleep, got all rested up, felt stronger the next morning. And then as you go to leave, Nom manages to convince the kings that were thanking him that another shape changer's afoot, and they King Korbaz grabs King Nurkly and pulls him straight into the king's quarters, and locks the door. So he's back at square one. You guys then convinced Fiddlestibs and Dabbledob that they should be the new kings. And that there are some shape changer usurpers in the throne room. Sorry. You guys convinced Fiddlestib and Dabbledob to be the new kings. They run to the throne room. Then you approach the remaining gnomes and convince them that they're shape changer usurpers in the throne room.
Diabolical.
And very quickly the room erupts into gnomes fighting and arguing and a whole bunch of chaos. Where Fiddlestib seizes the opportunity to declare himself king. Nom then went just to let Korbaz and Nurkly know that the throne room's in chaos, but they refuse to leave their room. So you guys find kind of like a backdoor exit and slip out the back door, leaving Nomengard arguably in worse shape than when you showed up, but that's yet to be determined.
Magic items, though.
Yeah, you got some magic items. That was the whole point. So, you guys left Nomengard and found that outside it was nightfall, and you started to travel back to Phandalin when you came across a group of orcs, a goblin, and 3 wargs. And you guys made reasonably quick work of most of them before the final warg turned tail and ran away. You guys decided to take a short rest, and then, I believe, continue on to Phandalin, but we will pick up at your short rest.
Okay, I pack the remaining orc steaks into my backpack in nicely preserving leaves.
Orc steaks, yeah, okay.
What do they taste like, out of curiosity?
I don't like
Kind of
venison.
gamey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Gamey.
With a good rub and nice open fire, they are delicious. I highly recommend it. You have an orc steak, you'll be tinkering all night.
Can we heat it up on the fire?
It also typically results in massive diarrhea explosions, but well worth it.
Orcish diarrhea.
Maybe I'll pass on that. So, should we head back to Phandalin? Should we get ambushed by more wargs and goblin riders?
Definitely.
Or spiders?
Head back and sell the items.
Spiders are no match.
Beep boop beep.
Spiders are
Beep
no
boop.
match.
Oh, I have the clockwork amulet.
Amulet.
And what was the other thing?
You had a wand of
Artificer's
pyrotechnics.
wand.
Yes.
But I
It's
think
a
we gave it
wand
to
of-
someone else, right?
Wand of pyrotechnic.
Somebody gave me the one to keep, which I can give to anyone or sell, actually. Since if
Yeah, you
nobody
could
needs.
just sell it.
Yeah.
What is giving me the... Oh, right. Never mind. Never mind. Carry on.
All right.
Well, let us set forth.
You're rested. You're gonna sally forth
Sally
Back-
forth.
back to
Who's leading the
Nomengard.
way in the dark?
Oh,
It's
is it
not me.
night?
It's still nighttime. Yeah.
Oh, well. We should wait for the light of day. Otherwise, what are we doing?
Well, we started this journey in
It's
the
too
dark.
late to make camp. Not
We
really.
should
Camp
press
in all
on.
Pools of blood.
I am unafraid of what lurks in the dark. We should keep going.
Hey, very well. Do I have like a lantern or something? Let me check.
We have torches. I mean, I have torches. I can share.
Okay, let's light some torches.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
got a torch
yeah.
going.
Woof.
So
I
you guys-
I put my shoulders back and stand in front with a torch, trying not to, like, step on something.
you successfully squash someone.
Yeah.
So are you guys? Are you guys just heading towards Phandalin? Is that the?
Yeah, why don't we
up
walk
the road?
along the road?
We're
All right.
boldly walking along the road.
Where nobody has walked before.
No, it's a road, Ryan. Lots of people walked there.
It's true. It's true. Not so boldly though.
Oh, I picture Scott. Scott's character.
Shadow Dark.
So, just this is just an observation, just to going back to the probability of precipitation. So Radoshir has rolled 100 d20s,
Mhm.
and there are exactly 5 20s and 5 1s. And the probability of getting each number is 5%.
Mind blown.
Anyways,
I mean, threes are
Gaussian
there.
Now that I've-
distribution.
dropped that knowledge on you. So as you start walking, I will have like, what kind of pace are you guys going at? You like huffing it, just kind of walking, being cautious,
A march, casual march.
casual
Boldly
march,
marching.
Yeah,
Boldly marching.
bold casual march.
where many have marched before, but not as boldly. All right, I will have you guys. Who's in the front? Who's in the front?
Me.
Is that
Well,
Shabunk and
yeah.
Nom? All right, I'll have you two make perception checks. Ooh. So you don't notice. You don't notice anything in particular. Seems like a quiet night for strolling along the countryside.
All clear, everyone. Put your guard down. Let's go.
Drop your weapons. We're safe.
Lower
for
my guard.
And lower my guard.
All right, and it takes you about an hour, hour and a half, but you arrive in the town of Phandalin. All right.
I would like to go to the bar to my good friend. Insert bartender's name here.
Uh-oh. I'm already losing track of the NPCs.
Just make up a new name and no one will
How's his
notice,
name
right?
again?
No,
Toblin.
no, no.
Toblin
Yeah.
Stonehill.
I have it in my notes.
Stonehill Inn.
Somewhere is the key word there.
D&D notes.
I cast Fireball.
Son of a bitch. Corbin.
So you're heading to the Stonehill Inn?
Yeah,
So-
I have private business there, so I ditch the group and I go talk to Torben.
Ah, this is where we split into 6 different plot lines. One word for each story, going around the table. And you...
Once.
Yeah, where's everyone else going?
It's a good question.
I go look for oil.
What time is it?
I don't. I think we all go to this bar.
Fuck that noise.
That's where
I
we
ditched
sleep.
you all and went to the bar.
What? We can't go
Roll a
to?
ditch check.
Roll a ditch check.
Yeah,
Would
isn't
you
that,
roll
where,
like a stealth or something? Try to
Is it-
slip away?
isn't that where we sleep? Yeah.
Are we going to bed? What time is it?
You're not 100% sure, but it seems to be very, very late at night.
Oh, alright, fine. I motioned Torben to talk to him by the bar, away from the other creatures.
All right. So you guys are all going to the Stonehill Inn then?
Yeah.
All right. So as you approach the inn, it seems pretty dimly lit and quiet inside. Toblin looks from behind the bar and says, "Welcome back, adventurers."
Hello.
Torben, I have more gold for you for the deception of that. Man, I don't have the notes here. Clyde. Clyde?
Clyde.
Yeah. Okay. So here's 15 more gold pieces.
15.
Here is 5 venison steaks to serve to your customers. You can charge probably at least a gold each for them.
It's their delicacies.
Delicacies. This meat seems to be a little off, but won't stop
That's
me
just
from
as off
putting
as
it in
that-
a stew.
Rhubarb pie you were selling us.
Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate you paying down Clyde's tab. It's mighty fine of you.
Yes, what's left on that tab, by the way?
Well, that's a good question.
Ooh, no one's keeping track.
It was like
I think-
60 gold pieces, I think. Or 75.
You know what? I think you're fairly accurate there.
I try to be fairly accurate.
I don't anymore. I just fly by the seat of my pants. In general.
That's what we all thought about banks for a long time now.
I launched a missile at someone today. That was lovely.
Hopefully,
Figuratively?
yeah.
I was gonna say,
Oh yeah, it was a figurative
Thanks.
missile. Basically
In
saying shape
Minecraft?
up, or I'm gonna lose control of your file. And when I lose control of your file, you're not gonna be our customer anymore.
You scribble all over the file.
I'm gonna get really angry.
I've
wouldn't
been really
like me
angry
when
for
I'm
months.
Angry.
So,
I'm gonna have to get out the red pen.
oh man, the red pen's been out on that particular file. Next January, you watch $450 a week in late fees if they don't get me their docs in time.
Torben, I don't know what you're talking about. So,
Oh yes. Back to Clyde. So, yes, you've been chipping away quite heartily here. I believe you've given me 40 gold pieces. Lovely.
plus a bunch of venison steaks.
Plus the venison steaks, of course. Well, the venison's a little questionable. What kind of deer did you get this from?
Road deer.
Ah, road deer. Not my favorite, but I'll serve it to some would-be adventurers.
I
Strength them up.
recommend either elves or orcs. They'll probably enjoy it the most.
Ah, well, I will keep that in mind. And he slips it under the counter. And yes, you were asking about Clyde's bar tab. There's 30 gold pieces remaining on his bar tab.
I'll try to get you the rest soon.
Oh, I
on a-
really
on a
do
side note,
appreciate
are there any orcs by chance staying at the inn tonight?
orcs. Oh no, I wouldn't let an orc stay here. Can't be
Amen,
trusted. Well, you're very different. You're only sort of an orc. I'm talking about the big burly ones with blood dripping from their mouths. All they want to do is eat our children.
True. It's true. Okay, good to know. You let me know if there are any orcs about, though.
Oh, I would absolutely let you know. Are they your brothers or sisters or enemies?
There's some orcs looking for me. It's just better if I see them first.
Ah. And he winks.
Thank you. We'll be staying at your inn tonight as well, Torben.
Oh, absolutely. Your rooms are all prim and peppered for you, or prepared and peppered for you. I made sure to put pepper on each pillow for violent sneezing fits in the middle of the night.
Excellent.
Prim and proper?
Prim and proper. There you go.
Although I do appreciate the pepper.
Sometimes you like to get a little spicy in your sheets.
Sometimes.
All
I'd like
right.
to look around the bar.
Do you have a name for
it's,
this bar, Ryan?
It's a Stonehill Inn.
it's the Stonehill Inn.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Why?
Because the peppered pillow seems like a new recurring
Pepper.
bar.
Peppered pillow. Oh, such a good name.
Don't write it down. I've already done that.
You know what? I've written it down on a random piece of paper. At some time in the future, I'm gonna flip this over and be like, "The peppered pillow." Like, what the fuck is that? All right. So, are you guys turning in for the night? Have a sleep?
It's the
There's,
morning, isn't it?
sorry.
That's nighttime.
Eric
Slate.
was looking around the bar. It's pretty dimly lit. There's not there's no rowdy crowds or anything along those lines. A couple kind of individuals just sipping their drink or having a light snack.
No one's eating the pie, though, right?
You don't see any pies. The pie rack, or like the pie, what is that called? Like a cake stand? Pie stand is empty at the moment.
I go to the corner and power down.
I turn to the group and say, did Doorman want these shiny objects? And I hold out my extendo staff.
It's only 2 doors down. Do you want to take a swing by? Maybe take Shadow Dark with you to negotiate, or the little pirate little creature.
Mm.
You head into the town
Lemrak.
master's hall.
Take Lemrak.
You mean weird won't open the door man's house?
You not coming, Orc? You?
No, I'm gonna beat one off in the motel room.
What you
Even
need?
in the middle of the night, though.
Who are you fighting, lad?
Inner demons.
Perhaps I
Oh.
could give you a hand.
Orc, you need help fighting demons.
I could use some of your Tinker Toys.
Oh my god.
This is taking a strange turn.
I turn to Torben and say, Orc, you say demons in his room.
Oh, well, surely there's no demons. I haven't seen any come through the front door, at least. I'm always keeping an eye on that front door.
You got to.
You gotta keep an eye. 2 eyes, in fact.
Too easy, I'm not gonna do it.
So demons in room, but not door.
Well, you're welcome to go look. Sounds like he's having a good old time up there, or wrestling
It's a private
something.
party. Anyway, no, you guys can go.
Well, getting up to no good in there, that's for sure. But I suppose we should head out. Do we hear like a violent struggle in the room? There's furniture being tossed around.
You hear kind of a curious sound of meat being beaten.
Curious sound.
It's a strange thumping sound,
Ooh.
an occasional flapping,
Ah.
and the squeaking every once in a while of furniture being shuffled around the room.
All right. Well,
Mattress springs.
No mattress springs.
he'll be fine. So why don't we roll out?
All right. You're rolling
To
out
the Town Master's Hall. I forgot his name. Let me look it
Master's
up.
Hall.
Here we go.
So you're heading to the town
Harbin
master's hall?
Wester. We're going to Harbin Wester's house.
Harbin Wester. You're going to his house or to the town master's hall?
Oh, Town Master's Hall. Let's go
All
see if
right.
he's there.
Middle of the night, isn't it?
I thought it was the morning.
No, it's late.
No, it's still late.
Maybe he's burning the midnight
Meat
oil.
beating time.
Maybe he's shredding documents.
Oh.
So do we know what time it is more precisely?
More or less after midnight. Like pretty late. It's definitely nighttime. The town's pretty quiet.
It's dark.
It's dark.
It's nighttime.
So I'm
So you
gonna
guys-
walk over and start knocking on the door.
All right. You knock on the door, and there's no sound that you can hear on the other side.
If I try to turn the handle, is it locked?
It is locked. Yes.
Can I unlock the door with my foot
With your foot?
in a kicking motion?
Like you're gonna kick the door in, or you're gonna try and pick the lock with your big toe? What's
West gives me the better chance.
Oh,
I have tinker tools. I have thief tools. Oh, I'm gonna thief.
there we go.
Pretty sure I borrowed all your tools.
Did you? Well, you. Oh yeah, you did. I have multiple
that-
tools.
Need that lock.
Oh, I gave you my tinker tools. I still have thieves tools. Can I try to pick the lock?
Yes, you may. What kind of check would a lock picking check be? There's not a lock picking skill,
You
is
would
there?
just roll a like Dex plus
Dex.
your lockpicking skill proficiency versus the lock's DC.
Okay. Oh, that's reasonable.
What?
I can't move my thing. Oh, that was a good roll. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, you managed to
This
unlock the main kind of lock on the door.
I slowly open the door.
So as you go to pull on the door, it doesn't budge.
Oh.
move, metal you. And I'm gonna try opening the door, yanking it open.
All right. I'll have you make a strength check.
May I beg for an athletics check?
Yeah. I guess you'd be pulling on the door pretty hard. Ooh, 19. That's pretty good.
Nice.
So as you begin pulling on the handle of the door, it's still not really moving.
What is happening?
And you're the feeling you're getting is
Door
that there's
locked.
something holding the door shut from the inside.
Door's still locked.
Ooh, maybe it's this some stick through the door handles from the inside.
What if we all try to pull on it? Is it... Do we feel like we can overcome it?
I don't know. Do you?
What's the door made
Yeah, who
of?
wants to help me pull on it?
Is it a wooden door?
Yes, it is a wooden door.
We got axes.
If we get sharp objects, yes. And a lot of strength.
It's late. Maybe we come back morning, doorman open. We thought it was morning when we left.
We could try and scale the tower by making a human pyramid and go in the chimney. Is there a chimney? Do I see a chimney?
There is a chimney. There is a chimney.
Yes, one of us could go into the chimney and open the door from the other side. Not me, though.
I look around
I look
nervously.
at tiny.
I scan. How do the windows look like? I scan around for alternatives. Since we're breaking in a town hall, like
Even for a pirate, I'm not sure why we're breaking into this house.
It could be treasure.
Well,
You-
he's probably
you
gonna give
lost-
us the treasure.
You lot are less reliable than my last crew, and that's saying something.
I'm just saying we could sneak in the chimney. I'm not saying we should, but someone totally could try it. I nod suggestively.
Let's go back and have some orc meat. That orc you brought.
Well,
Be hungry.
it's probably the better of the two ideas. So it's got my vote.
I still don't compute why we're breaking in.
Well, if no one else wants to go in, I suppose we can abort this B&E
Doorman
and
is
just leave it as a B. We turn around. We turn around and head back. Or at least I turn around and head back. My spontaneous motivation to break into this building has passed.
I think at some point we need to play an evil campaign.
I think this is this point.
This is the evil campaign.
It's turning. It's turning.
I read and you can play an evil group, just like you have to make a contract between the players. You can be all evil, but you're together in a group. You cannot kill your party
Raj,
members.
we can't have.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't come to a contract in our good group to be all together.
Yes.
We're not going to do a contract evil group.
That's fair.
All right, we'll head
Um,
back and
So you guys heading back to the Stonehill Inn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
let's do that.
Num Num U's probably tuckered himself out.
Sleeping like a baby.
This is a savage
So
beating.
like up every hour.
Gundog's gonna
God.
retire
Vicious
for the
cycle.
evening.
Yeah.
All
Gundog
right.
curls up into bed.
I'll do a long rest
You guys
myself.
all go to sleep.
Level up.
Level up.
Level up. You
Nice.
as you go to sleep, you can hear some strange noises way off in the distance. Nothing, nothing really local, other than the occasional pounding that's happening from within the Stonehill Inn's walls. You can hear some howling and general noises of the forest and surrounding area. Maybe a little more active than previous nights when you've slept. And you wake up in the morning, and you're all missing.
What?
You wake up in the morning and head downstairs, and there's Toblin standing with a big smile on his face in his pie. Man, what is the word for that? Cake plate, pie plate
Rain?
thing?
Oh, like the serving thing?
Yeah, like with the glass
Oh,
top.
yeah.
That's what he's keeping the pies in. You notice a very delicious looking pie. And he looks at the group and says, "Ah, you're awake. It's an early morning, and I've got breakfast for you." And you look over, and there's a table already set for you with eggs and bacon, some fruit,
You are
some
kind.
apples.
Sit down and say,
Wow, I've got to take care of my friends here. And he winks at Nom.
This is some great service.
Oh,
What
at the
kind of-
Stonehill Inn, we like to pride ourselves on service. If by chance someone stops you in the street and asks you whether you might recommend the Stonehill Inn, please tell them that you are extremely likely to recommend. Those random surveys, you never know when they might pop up in your life. So,
But you're the only inn in the town.
also the best inn in town. You just keep that in mind. The Stonehill Inn cake stand. There we go. It is a cake stand, but it's got a pie in it, so isn't it a pie stand?
To share with the cakes, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if
Shared
that's
cake
what it's
and pie
called.
stand. All right. So you guys, I assume, gobble up your breakfast.
Nope.
I ate the
There's no
robot's
steaks
breakfast.
sizzling?
No,
Steaks
there's
for
no,
breakfast?
No
No
steak
breakfast
sizzling.
steaks? Oh,
Nope.
man.
You got eggs and bakey.
Definitely gotta gobble that up.
All right.
Mm.
Everyone take a point of exhaustion. No, I've got to control my sarcasm. All right, so you finish up, and Toblin comes and clears up your plates and looks at you and says, "Well, where are you off to today, fellas?"
That's a
I-
great question.
I
The
throw
way
a
they
gold
taste-
down onto the table as a tip.
Ah. And he tips his hat.
I wink at him.
He would tip his hat if he had a hat. Tips his whole head.
Does the head. I do that all the time.
Part of being a guy. You gotta have the nod.
Oh, you got a nod.
You got the down nod, you got the up nod, you got the side nod. They all mean different things.
Dark, you go down chimney this morning?
No, I think we'll just knock on the door this morning.
Okay.
You guys
Why don't we head back?
heading over
You
to
can go down the chimney
the
later.
Townmaster's Hall?
Torben, where do you think we'll find Harbin Wester at this hour?
Ah, well, Harbin gets up mighty early in the morning. You'll probably find him at the Townmaster's Hall. He doesn't like to leave. In fact, I haven't seen that door open in a very long time and wonder when he's going to show his face in town, being the Townmaster and all.
Is it because of the shapeshifters?
Shapeshifters? Well, I don't know about shapeshifters, but it's that dragon. He's terrified of that dragon. Shapeshifters? What kind
Well,
of
we'll get into
nonsense
that
have you
later.
been up to?
Alright, Torben, we're out.
Watch out for shapeshifters. Let me leave.
He
Is
looks over his
shapeshifter
shoulder.
here?
Look down.
Everyone's running around stabbing every carpet.
Every rectangle.
All right, so you guys walk on down to the Townmaster's Hall. All right. And what do you do when you get there?
I check the integrity of the door to see if it's
Bang on the door.
re-locked or left slightly ajar.
So, you do find that the handle is in fact re-locked.
I knock on the door.
All right. Who's there? And the little eye hole slips open, and you see this beady pair of eyes looking out. And oh, you made it back. What happened?
Hey, it's a long story, Harbin. Perhaps you could let us in so we could just hang out together.
Don't think I'll be doing that. I found that I had accidentally left the door unlocked last night. Can't be too careful these days. I added a couple more locks in here to make sure that it stays locked.
Hey, well, we did go visit the rock gnomes.
And what did
We
you
have-
find?
Well, everything is fine there. We found some magical items, though. Perhaps you might be interested in.
Oh, magical items, you say?
I open up one of the. I have like pouches all over, which is like random shit and tools and stuff, and open one, and I pull out the. It's like a stopwatch. Where is it? Clockwork amulet. And I say,
So sorry, what did you hold up?
the clockwork amulet. And I
Ah,
say,
What did that do?
it lets you auto roll a 10 no matter what.
Right.
And I say, feast your eyes on this gnomish technology. I'm quite impressed myself. I kind of like wave it up by the slot in the door.
most interesting. What else did you find?
This
Who
wand
has
of
the other item?
pyrotechnics. Yeah, wand of pyrotechnics. The wand. Nobody wanted it. I don't want it.
I sell it to him, maybe.
I have this pretty nice hat, if I do say so myself.
Oh, why that is quite a magnificent hat.
Hey, but if If I remember correctly, you said they could have a weapon that could defeat the dragon.
I had stick.
Oh, nice stick. Very shiny. Tell me more about
Goes
that
big.
hat.
Well, as you can see, it's a pretty wide brim. Definitely keeps the sun out of my eyes.
Mm.
That brim. Would you be willing to sell it?
Well, I do spend most of my time in the darkness, so I guess I don't really need a sun hat. What would you be willing to pay for it?
Why, I'd pay you 100 gold pieces for a hat that fine.
100 gold pieces, eh?
While this conversation's going on, I'd like to kind of just sneak off and check all the other entrances, if there's any other entrances to the house around on the other side.
Right? So as you make your way around the townmaster's hall, you don't notice any other doors. Just seems to be the one door. There are some windows, but they have basically like an iron grid over the windows that makes it kind of look a little bit prison-like, but at the same time offers a reasonable amount of protection for someone who's inside the townmaster's hall. You do see a little bit of smoke coming out of the chimney, and then there is in the kind of clock tower. There are some round windows that don't appear to have the iron grid on them.
Are there any kind of like potholes or these entrances to the basement? These kind of like doors.
Like the one that lays on the ground and opens
or
up that
something
way.
like that.
You don't see any of those types of entrances from walking around the building.
Can I climb up on the roof?
Yeah.
You can certainly try.
What do you want me to roll? Acrobatics?
Acrobatics seems reasonable.
Animal handling.
Animal handling.
House,
Is there like a rule for climbing? Is it?
Yeah, the rule would be athletics or acrobatics. Like,
Okay.
if a player can usually like describe how to do it, if it's reasonable that they can use acrobatics to do it.
All right. So you shimmy up a downspout. Lickety split. It's a very quick trip to the top, and you're now standing on the roof. You're about 15-20 feet off the ground.
So while they're talking down there, all I want to do is
Have some fun.
cover the chimney.
Hover the chimney.
I'm just gonna cover it. Like, take
Cover
some
it.
cloth, some whatever, just cover it up.
Sneaky fuck.
It's gonna get smoky as hell in there.
All right. All right.
Oh.
So what do you cover it up with?
Coordination for that, Kevin.
Did you
Nice.
bring enough rope to cover it up?
Cloth.
Yeah, just like a bag or cloth or something.
Your
Kinda
pants.
Your pants.
tie off the legs of my pants.
All right. You tie off the legs of your pants and pull them off first, of course, and put them over the chimney. And there you are, pantsless on top of the roof.
They're immediately ruined.
Yeah.
Little dance. This is, an age well before underpants were invented. People are just on regular pants, so
Oh god.
it's. I'd like to say it's dangly, but it's more just kind of
Childlike.
Dumpy.
What were the dances of the era?
Do a history check.
Steve
Would you
Ryan
like
needs to
to
make
do
effort.
a culturally and time appropriate dance? History?
Yeah, you have history
History.
check.
I'm
All right.
extremely knowledgeable of local dance culture.
The twist.
So you recall lots of time spent in the Sword Coast. Would tell you that the main dance that most of the population knows quite well would be the Macarena. Literally couldn't think of another type of dance.
Oh, God. Are your kids doing the Macarena yet?
No.
No?
That's the
Adios.
thing.
Whenever we do dances, it ultimately erupts in a sword fight.
Yeah, Addie came home and she's
So-
like, I'm doing the Macarena, and I'm like, you're doing it slightly wrong. She's like, no, this is how you do it. And I was just like, listen, kid, I was there.
I invented
I
the
was there in the
Macarena.
Macarena lines back in 1990 or whatever it was,
What was that,
1996. Or
Grade 8?
ni-
Grade.
Ish.
they
yeah.
were around for
Grade
98, but I
seven,
think it was
grade
96, 97.
I remember at one of those dances.
Yeah.
It's Montclair.
Yeah.
Mhm. Anyway,
Anyways,
you guys.
there was
Countdown
sorry,
to that time.
I interrupted something being sold to Smokeify, so I figured the sale can bartering can go on while the thing becomes smoky as he's not noticing.
But I barter for a better price. How do
Hat
we do
looks
that?
really good on you.
Well, why don't you
Douglas.
try?
Is there a barter skill? There's got to be a barter skill.
Well, what do you say? What do you say to him?
I
Full
say,
negotiation tactic here.
well, it's not just an ordinary hat, you see. It seems to have mysterious powers. A mysterious hat should be worth at least an additional 20 gold.
Ah, you drive a hard bargain. Best I can do is 105 gold.
105 gold! Well, I'll take it if you also give me the pants you're wearing. What's the problem? You're in there. You don't need pants right now.
Well, I would agree. And I believe you've made the assumption that I'm currently wearing pants.
I knew it.
Oh.
A man who doesn't leave his house has
Can't
no
believe
need
it.
for pants.
This is true.
Ryan just teleported
This is
behind
so
Scott.
true.
What's that?
So Ryan just teleported behind Scott.
So he motions for you to give him the hat through the door. Give me the hat.
Door.
There's no way it's fit.
Well, yeah. How does this fit through a little door slot or whatever we're doing this with?
Well, put the pointy part through the eye hole here.
Okay. So I do that.
Oh, what?
All right, and he starts to pull the hat through the eye slot.
Alright, get the gold first.
It gets jammed up for a moment or two, and then it slides through. He goes, "Oh, this hat! This is the finest hat in the land." And what did we agree to? 100 gold pieces?
105 and some pants.
I'm gonna get one gold at a time through
You
the door.
drive a hard bargain, and he begins passing 1 gold at a time
Ah,
underneath
this
the door.
guy.
No, this is good. This is good. This is just delaying it even longer.
Right.
Meanwhile, Kevin's plot will have more time to unfurl here.
You, as he's counting, 47, 48. I leave something on the stove. 49, 50, 51. It's quite smoky in here. And you hear some shuffling and
Playing cards.
nope, some like shuffling of feet behind the door. And he opens up.
Creates and dies.
He opens up one of the windows that's covered in the iron bars, and smoke begins to billow out of that window. This blasted fire! Something's gone wrong here. And you hear some, which you can only assume is kind of a splashing sound.
Splashing sound.
Splashing and a hissing sound.
Thereby causing more smoke. Like a huge amount of smoke.
And you notice the smoke seems to change color. This is now kind of a grayish white. And you hear him say, gotta take my hat and get out of here. And you hear thump, 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 thump. Slam! And that's all you hear.
Hello, doorman.
Did it sound like he was going downstairs?
It did sound like he was going downstairs.
Maybe he has another way out. I take my pants back.
Smoky pants.
They're covered. They have to be covered in like soot and stuff.
They are blacker than black,
It goes with my pirate outfit.
and they smell like Blackbeard's fiery beard at this point.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's a strong campfire smell wafting from Lemorak.
Would you
People
say they're
legitimately
heavily-
used to people used to legitimately smoke their clothing to clean it. So this is the cleanest my pants have ever been.
heavily soiled.
How are you gonna roll up that clothing?
Soiled?
I don't know what you mean.
Roll up your clothing and smoke it? Radosh is packing his clothing over there.
What? Where? Wait.
Better.
So, what do you guys do from here? So, Harbin's
Did we get all the
disappeared.
gold?
Yes, he did manage to count out the remaining gold before coughing a few times and then seeming to go down the stairs somewhere.
Are we, group, are we splitting this gold, or are we going to fight to the death over it?
What?
Well, I think it's
I thought that was
Scott's gold.
Yeah, downstairs.
I mean, you could sell your whatever you got if you want to make some gold, and are willing to wait for the arduous transaction process. But
The opportunity cost of waiting for all that money.
Duly noted.
I come back down to join the group.
Where did you go, laddie? I saw you walk up on the roof there.
Your pants look so clean.
I was trying to smoke him out. I think he's got an escape route. Underground.
Hmm.
underground escape route.
Maybe he's been,
Interesting.
maybe he can. Maybe he has tunnels.
Maybe
Go
it connects to his house. Let's run to his house and break in.
Yeah, I really want to break in now.
Now we're excused. Break-in protocol activate.
Or
Maybe
maybe
he's-
it's just. Or
Break-in
maybe it's just a
protocol.
basement.
It's just the basement.
Impossible to know.
Anyway, maybe we shouldn't go in there. He's got no pants on.
We would need a dwarf to tell.
Maybe
We can also break in here and go where he's going.
I only
Downstairs.
think I'm a dwarf. I'm not a real
maybe
one.
all basements in this town are cursed.
Ooh.
It's
All
Plausible.
basements lead to the same place.
Impossible.
All right. So what? So you guys are standing around the townmaster's hall as
We
smoke
have-
continues to come out of there. A little less now. It seems to be dissipating a little bit.
We have two places to break in, and that's the decision to make.
So from before, we had a bunch of tasks that were from the board in the town. And then he had 2 different tasks for us to do as well. Is there any way
Oh, the
for us to
optional
go?
quests?
Well, he had 2 places for us to go. Either go to the gnomes or go to. I don't remember.
A dwarven
Dwarves.
excavation.
Dwarven excavation. So we
To
could always.
warn the dwarves.
Yes. So we could go to the dwarven excavation, or maybe we could stick around town for a bit and do towny activities if they're still needed. Or we could go back to the board and see if there's more towny activities.
What towny
Go
activity?
anywhere.
Arr, we can get gold from these landlubbers.
So you guys checking out the job board outside of the townmaster's hall.
Let's check it out.
All right. So you head over to the townmaster's hall, or you're at there. Sorry, you head over to the job board, and you can see right at the top of the job board. There's one that he had alluded to previously, and it says assists the dwarf prospectors. Is the first one. There's also 3 more listed on the job board. One says trouble at Butterskull Ranch. The next one says plight at the loggers camp. And the third one says issues at Mountain's Toe.
Ooh. Is there any flavor text related to the quests?
Yep, I can read these to you. So, the
Devastation in Gnomish Town.
devastation in Nomengar. Full chaos in Nomengar.
On the board. We should put it on the board.
I mean, thought
Doppelgangers on the
outside
loose.
of possibility.
Doppelgangers and Gnomengard. Totally put it on the board.
So the first one, the dwarven excavation option, has a quick summary. It says dwarf prospectors found ancient dwarven ruins in the mountains southwest of here, and have been working an archaeological dig seeking treasure and relics. They need to be warned that a white dragon has moved into the area. Take the warning to them, then return to me to collect your reward. So that's the dwarven excavation. As you look down, you see problems at Butterskull Ranch. Orcs have attacked Butterskull Ranch, 5
Ooh.
miles east of Coneyberry along the Tribor Trail. Travel there with haste, assess the damage, and help any way you can. Ranch owner Alphonse Big Al Calazorn is a retired sheriff who can reward you for your efforts.
He probably has a really good accent.
If he's dead, damn it. Big Al. If he's dead, return to me with proof to receive a reward.
Ooh.
That's a contract to kill Big Al.
Wait, we have to kill him?
No, Big Al's gonna give the reward, but if Big Al's not there, then this guy will provide
Or
it.
we can get the
Oh.
So,
reward in ways.
so to optimize, we get reward from Big Al, kill Big Al, bring proof Big Al is dead, get reward for Big Al is dead.
Double reward.
Profits.
Arr.
I,
You be
It's-
scallywags after my own heart.
I don't need to read any more of these.
That's good.
You feel the group's alignment shift slightly.
The best part is non-findable.
Most involved.
All right. The next one says issues at Loggers Camp. Deep in Neverwinter Wood, along the river that flows west towards Neverwinter, is a logging camp. Every 2 months, Phandalin delivers fresh supplies to the camp, which is run by the half-brother of me, Barthen Wester. And when it says me, you can tell that it's still Harbin Wester's handwriting on all these notes.
How does he put the notes on the board?
How does he put them on? There's like a nail through the... Just like someone was putting a reward poster on, or a nice little square tack nail.
I guess he passes the notes through and somebody else tacks them up, maybe. Yeah, okay.
Pigeon.
The mystery continues.
That's true. Yeah.
Definitely pigeon.
Okay, sorry.
Barthen, the local provisioner, has prepared a new delivery. He needs someone to bear the supplies safely to the camp. Return to me with the notice of delivery signed by my half-brother, Tybor Wester, to claim your reward.
Question: how do we get said supplies?
Well, you have to go see Barthen, says the note. Over at Barthen's Provisions. And the last one says plight at issues at Mountain's Toe. The Mountain's Toe gold mine lies 15 miles northeast of Phandalin. The new overseer, Man, I should have read these before. Don John Raskin just made the trip from Neverwinter to Phandalin and needs to be escorted to the mine. There's no telling what dangers lie between here and there. Once you deliver Raskin safe and sound, return to me to collect your reward.
I mean, making Ryan put on an accent for an entire adventure, an escort quest, is
Could be good.
tempting. But the Butterskull Ranch one, I think, is probably the... Because it also has an accent in it. Plus orcs.
and it's closer.
You said 5 miles?
5 miles.
5 miles to the east.
5 miles to the east.
Can we smell the orcs 5 miles away?
Always.
Good question. 5 miles doesn't seem like very far. I was having you guys walk for like a couple hours. 5 miles wouldn't take that long.
I was going to say, like, Bob could run 5 miles in, like, an hour.
What?
On
He's bad.
sidewalks, though, like you're not like trekking through wilderness and
Not with that
roads,
attitude.
Like,
all your
roads.
stuff on your back, right?
15 weapons in your hands.
Chainmail
I
and
think 8 miles is the average venturing day. So
Oh, there we go.
So 4 miles for a couple hours is not bad.
Okay, so I was roughly uh, on the take there. All right, you guys pull one of these quests from the job board.
Do we roll a dice?
You
Let's
can
go orc
literally
farm.
just select one.
We need to go kill orcs, kill Big Al, Calazone.
Big Al.
I like this robot. Let's go.
We need money to fund their war for dragons.
Let us save Big Al.
Yes, at first. Remember, dragons are our goals.
Not just as good as a wink. Let's go,
Flying
post
back.
haste.
Start walking boldly again to the east, I believe.
Let me make sure that we're not going the exact opposite
I
direction.
find a sidewalk and get there in an hour.
Nice.
Okay.
Show us on the map. The map.
Yep, let's flip you guys over to the map of the Sword Coast. And this is gonna be a little off.
Oh, the sword goes.
Okay. So the we've got the Sword Coast here. You guys are right here in Phandalin. Now, as you look more carefully at the job posting, which you've pulled off the board here, you check your map and having noted where Coneyberry is previously, why won't it let me show what that is? Okay. Some of the things on this map are not like, how do I make it uninvisible layer? Ah, here we go. Map layer. So as you've been gathering some information here, you look more closely at the job posting that you've taken, and conveniently, Butterskull Ranch is located 5 miles east of the town of Coneyberry, which is up along the sidewalk of the Tribor Trail. But given how far Coneyberry appears, you think it will probably take the better part of a day just to get to Coneyberry. In fact, you estimate it might take multiple days to travel along the Tribor Trail.
Multiple days.
5 miles to the east?
No, so the ranch is
Sword
5
Trail.
miles to the east of the other town,
Yeah.
not
Oh.
5 miles to the east of where you're standing.
Can we use a warping stone to go to Coneyberry?
You can certainly try.
Can,
So I'll have you roll an Arcana check.
Do this.
Nothing much happens, and you realize the rock you're holding is just feldspar. nothing but feldspar.
Can we use horses to get there?
We can
Try
get
that
horses.
as well.
Yeah, are there any horse? Is there a ranch in town?
Sorry, before we do that, what was the other quest that mentioned the Tribord Trail? There was another one.
No, the other one was Harbin Wester's brother, Tibor.
Okay.
So I
I
think
thought there was
think
like
I
a
might
trouble on
have
the Tribord Trail or something.
Yeah.
Trouble at Butterscotch Ranch.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Butterskull Ranch.
Not Butterscotch.
Like even like the logger. It was either loggers camp or the mountain toe where it was like
So the loggers camp is in Neverwinter Wood, which is this big forest to the north.
okay.
Mountain Toe is you would assume is on the mountain range that you're close to near Fandolin. And then Butterskull Ranch is up to the east of Coneyberry.
Okay. What say you? Where are we going?
How long with horses, Ryan? Just to.
What's that?
How long would it take us if we would ride horse? If we can find horses, actually.
If you can find horses, you figure it would at least double or triple your speed. So you'd probably be there in the, reasonable amount of time. Under a day. Under a day is what you would estimate.
Okay, I take initiative and I walk us 2 houses north to the inn, and I ask Torben if he can hook us up with someone in town with horses, and/or is there a group of adventurers in town with horses?
And so Toblin looks at you and said, "Why, of course. You should ask Barthen. He handles all the provisioning in the town, and I'm sure he could source some mighty steeds for your use."
Excellent. Very helpful as always. Can you mark it on our map?
I most definitely can. Oh, look at all these. I can put like layer map.
And warp us to the map too, Torben.
Oh yes, sorry.
You can teleport us?
Shush, robot.
I like it.
So he marks on your map where Barthen's provision lies. It's a lot of clicking to do that. Which is just to the north of the Stonehill Inn. Oh, he's only 3 doors down here. Good fellow, that Barthen.
Thank you, Torben. Any orcs about?
Haven't seen any orcs beyond yourself, but I'm not counting you.
Good stuff. Leave.
All right. You heading to Barthen's provisions?
I inform everyone of Barthen's provisions, and I suggest we have the what creature are you, Bob?
I'm a Goliath.
I suggest we have the Goliath negotiate with Bartha.
What you
Barthen.
want?
Horses. Not to eat, to ride.
Tiny creatures.
Alright, lead the way.
Well, I'm sure I can use some of my hat profits to fund this journey.
Those lucrative hat profits.
I'll negotiate a fair price for these horses for the party.
All
Who's
right.
this Bertham guy?
So, you guys heading into Barthen's Provisions?
Yeah, let's go there.
All right. So, so as you enter Barthen's Provisions, you hear a bell dingle. Yeah, classic ding as you open the door.
Classic.
Be right back.
Classic. And a gentleman inside gives you a warm welcome. Hey, welcome to Barthen's Provisions. I'm Elmar Barthen. And before you stands a lean and balding human man of maybe 55, 60 years. Next to him, he has two young, strapping lads who look somewhat similar to Elmar. This is Ander, and this is Thistle. They're my clerks, and they help me with all things provisioning. What can I do for you fine group today?
I say, you lowlanders here eat orcs. Orc farm need help, so people can eat. We go save orc farm. Need horse.
Sorry, you want to eat the horse, or you want to eat the orcs?
Yes.
We don't eat orcs here.
I have seen lowlanders eat orcs here. Orcu does. Torben does. Maybe Doorman.
Doorman? Oh, you're probably talking about Harbin Wester. That strange character
you know
hasn't
him.
left his... Well, he's the town master. Everyone knows of him, but we haven't seen him in months. Ever since, or weeks, since that dragon started floating around here.
Your horse not safe to eat?
I
Is
wouldn't
sick?
want you to eat my horse. No, these are very strong horses.
Yes.
We
need strong horse.
Yes, but...
Ride to Cornberryburg.
Oh, I see. You're going to Coneyberry. Well, yes, we have a regular horse route going to Coneyberry. Just please, don't eat the horse if we don't get all our
No
horses back.
promises.
How are we supposed to keep up our supply chain?
I don't know big words. We give gold. Hatman.
Well, the ride to Coneyberry is a bit long, but you picked a nice day. It's quite nice outside. For 5 gold apiece, I'm sure we could get you there.
You give horses?
Well, no, these particular horses are trained to go straight to Coneyberry and nowhere else. But they do worry about being eaten, which is why I caution you to not spook the horses.
I turn to my compatriots and say, this man says strange words. Me don't like. I'm gonna tag one of you guys.
Well, well, it's suitable for us if they go there, but we'll have to go beyond to this ranch. So hope that's good. We'll bring them back in one piece. Not guaranteed, but we'll do our
The
best.
minimum I could ask for is that you bring them back in one piece. I mean, 5 gold for a horse wouldn't be in business very long if everyone just bought my horses for 5 gold and went and ate them.
No, indeed. I'm sure none of these degenerates will eat your horses. We're off to save the world and so forth.
Ah, We like a good world savior. Put this on the layer too.
I assure you, I will not eat your horse.
Well, very well. 5 gold apiece, and we'll get you on your way. Can I interest you in any other provisions for your trip? You need any leaven bread? Rope?
Other rope supply. We tied up a bunch of those gnomes, didn't we? We might need a few more ropes. In case there's any more gnomes out there. that need
Torches,
tying up.
ropes.
So he puts together a little package for you with this is our standard adventure package. As you can see, it comes with a series of torches. There's some rope, some food, a couple canteens of water, a wineskin, some deer jerky.
Is no orc jerky? Like Lowlander way?
Well, I particularly don't have much of a flavor for orcs, and I try to only
You
carry items that I would enjoy, because I'm prejudiced like that. And as you guys are chatting with Elmar, around the corner come his 2 helpers, Ander and Thistle, who are saddling the horses, getting your gear loaded on, helping take some of the items off your hand and putting them onto the horses for you.
I guess I sign what?
Yeah, I assume you guys are going to mount these horses.
Onwards.
All right.
How many horses did we get?
You got 6. 6 horses for 30 gold. I mean,
Like we get
deal of the century.
they rented or we bought them?
Oh, they're rented. And he's pleaded with you not to eat them.
Try not to.
We didn't guarantee anything.
No, there was certainly no guarantees given.
In this world, there can't be guarantees like that.
Man, could have just unlocked all these layers.
Shall we ride these horses out of here?
So, you mount the horses, and Elmar looks and says, "I wish you well. Make sure you bring those horses back in one piece, each. They're very important to us. Godspeed."
As we ride away, I yell, "You should have thought this through better!"
Your business model needs work.
This is not serious work. All right. All right. So I'm just making some notes so I can make a summary here. So you begin setting off on the trail. What kind of breakneck speed are you traveling at with these horses. They don't seem like race horses or particularly strong war horses or anything. Kind of your run of the mill pack horse, sumpter horse horses.
We won't like push them too hard.
I race mine to
Go
the
ahead
war.
and we go at like a normal galloping pace, not like
Normal
No,
galloping
It's
pace.
a normal pace.
A trot.
normal
a trot,
a trot.
if you will.
There you go. A saunter.
So you start on the trail, and the first hour or so goes by without any happenstance, and you find yourself at the fork here on the Tribor Trail. Assuming you're taking a right towards Coneyberry. All right. Oh, there we go. Can you guys see the hexes? Like the
Yeah.
grid? So a hex is 5 miles.
Oh wow.
There you go.
So it's basically half a day per hex, roughly.
Hmm.
We're going at least triple pace.
Triple pace. It would be a lot slower if you were just walking, having to drag your stuff with you.
Well, especially if we're going on like an 8-mile walking day. It's like how many? Like 2 weeks. to get there?
1.5 hexes.
Yeah.
So what kind of marching order are you guys in?
Thanks to go first.
I'm in
Yeah.
the middle.
I'll
I
go one
was-
before the end,
Okay.
but not completely the end. Someone else has to be my rear guard.
Somewhere in the middle myself.
So far we've got 3 in the middle.
I can guard the back.
Everybody's in the
All
middle.
right. And then me and Chipunk are out front. Is that what that means?
You're the DM.
Listen, I didn't choose his name.
Oh,
Bob is the
sorry,
ultimate troll.
I was reading up on the mount rules in the player's handbook, so I was tuned out for a moment. What's right?
Oh, we're just
Just
getting
cursing
a
you
marching
for
order.
naming your character me.
That was the intention. I'll be the front rank.
All right. So I'll have Chipunk and me make perception check.
Ooh, better.
15.
All right.
9. Okay. So you are currently partway down the Tribor Trail, where it is.
Can you mark it?
Yeah, we're right about here. Right, you know what? Right where the T is on the Tribor Trail. You can see where it says Tribor Trail, right? Like that. Visible?
Oh, at the T?
At the T, yeah.
Which T?
Yeah.
There are
The,
two
The
T's.
letter T.
the
Yeah,
letter
but they're
T
two
on
letter
the
T's.
Tribor Trail, the very first one. The minutia of which T.
The first one in Tribor or the first one in Trail?
Ooh.
You know what? You're on the dot of the I.
Which one?
Ooh.
How did we get that
In the
far off
middle
the
of
path?
the ocean. Well, your map is really just a rough guideline of where the path is. It's not set in stone. Path
This was-
does wind a
It's
little.
not a stone path.
This was GPS.
No, it's not a stone path. This isn't like a
Sidewalk.
proper road like
I
the
heard
high
sidewalk.
road. It seems like a sidewalk, but it's more of a dirt trail. The Tribor Trail
There's Borg on this trail.
There's at least one Borg. Roll for initiative. As you're assimilated, you realize.
I'm not rolling initiative. It's futile.
God.
Inspiration to Bob.
Oh my god.
So as you continue down the trail, Chipunk, you notice some figures kind of off to the left-hand side. They seem relatively large, and they are kind of dark figures about 500 feet away.
I instantly, in a like lightning speed, raise my hand in front of me and say, "There is shapes 500 feet in front."
Can I get a better look after he's pointed them out to me?
All right. So they're about 500 feet away, kind of dark shapes. They're not moving. They're not moving towards you or away from you that you can tell. They seem to be kind of staying in spot, and they're off the trail,
And they seem
getting a little bit
large.
closer to them. They seem. Sorry, you're about 8 feet tall. To you, they don't seem large.
What time
Like
of
a
day is it?
large creature would be like roughly 10 feet or higher.
No. So they're not to you. They're not large. From where you're standing, you would guess that they're likely shorter than you are, but they're quite thick.
All right.
Like in a
See the
like in a
question
milkshake,
mark as
milkshake
I'm
type way.
saying.
Like
You
Just
just have to get to the
massive-
yard and see.
Massive booties.
Do they appear to be armed?
They
can't
do.
Just
They
the booty.
the
Too
booty's
much.
too much. Too much booty. So they do look from how far away you are. It's hard to tell, but you would assume that most parties are carrying some form of weapons, given the dangers that are facing the area.
what time of day is it?
It's like late morning.
We've made good time.
Last time we tried
Yeah,
to make
horses
friends
made a big difference.
with an armed group of people. They attacked us. I say we have advantage this time. And fight.
We don't have to fight everyone we
Be you
find.
ready, meddle you.
Everybody we find fights us.
Well, it's not entirely true.
Yet.
So what do you guys do? You just gonna continue on the trail? You're gonna meander over and see what these guys are about?
Let's just keep getting closer, cautiously.
All right. So you cautiously approach on horseback.
Well, like, let's get a bit closer to see how they react, right?
Ah, okay. Okay. How close are you gonna get?
Until they react.
Yeah, I guess that's the idea, right? Like,
All right. All right. So you keep getting closer till you're about 150 feet away, and you have a better view, and these figures do seem to be quite dirty, large and muscular, and as you you're just riding your horse, like walking right up to them? Is that the...
Yep.
Well, we might call out to them if they don't seem hostile as we get close enough to.
Okay. So as you get kind of within about 150 feet, one of them seems to notice you and turns, and you can hear some grunting and some sort of chitter chatter amongst them, and the rest of the group takes a look at you, and they begin walking towards you.
Do they
So
look
what-
aggressive?
They don't look... So let me think of how...
And can we see if they're like, are they humans, for example?
They're not humans. From this far, you are able to tell that these are likely orcs that were, sitting off to the side of the Tribord Trail, a little closer to the Neverwinter Wood, and they're moving towards you. They've got their shields out, and you can hear them start to make a bit of a commotion, and they draw their swords.
What?
How many of them are there?
But they're not running towards you. They're still walking towards you.
Hmm.
There appears to be 5 figures in front of you that you can see.
I put my hand on my sword hilt.
I start banging my war drum.
Ooh. These booties start shaking.
So thick.
The booty quake, boys. Could they hear me if I shouted out?
Probably. They're about 100 feet away from you now, and they're still walking towards you.
I'm gonna shout out to them and say, "Hail, travelers! We mean you no harm." Do they speak common?
Yeah, they would speak common. Oh, what are you doing on our trail?
I didn't know it was your trail. It seemed like a common trail that everyone could use.
Nobody's told you about the Tribor orcs? We own the Tribor Trail. You must pay us a fee to pass.
What kind of fee were you thinking?
Well, what kind of weapons do you have with you?
It seems like you're just making it up as you go. Seems like there's not actually a fee for this trail.
Well, we take payment in weapons. We also take payment in fees, but it's all based on a percentage of what you're carrying on our trail. Very complex calculation, you see. And he pulls out a piece of parchment. And at this point, they're about 50 feet away from you.
With a parchment piece of parchment.
See? And he's holding up the parchment. You obviously can't read it because you're 50 feet away. And he's holding up the parchment and says, "You see right here, it says, we take what we want. Orcs fee. So what are you giving us?"
I have this wand of pyrotechnics.
Don't negotiate with an orc.
I see why you eat these creatures.
I say, I think it's in your best interest to just let us go. We won't cause you any harm.
We'll let you go once we know what you're carrying. What kind of goods are you taking on the trail here? What weapons do you have? How much gold is in those coin purses?
I just
That
found a
one
purse.
there looks like mighty fat purse.
Who's he pointing to?
I don't know.
Dark Shadow.
Yeah, I think he's gonna point at Rowan.
I assure you, we just have some personal effects.
Very well. I'll take those then.
How many of the are there? How many orcs?
There's 5.
There's 6 of us, and we're on horses. They're on foot. I mean,
Just outrun them.
Yeah, that's true. We could just like,
we could slaughter them easily.
or we could just like increase our speed to a gallop, and then, you know, what are they gonna do? Like chase us down?
Do we have advantage on horses? Or you have to be like proficient in that or something?
Yeah, there's like a skill. There's like a
Oh,
trait that gives you advantage on things on the ground if you're on a horseback.
Yeah, so it doesn't make much of a difference other than like escape.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
so
Let's just blast past them.
Yeah, I don't want
agree.
to
Yeah,
risk
right,
let's
losing the
slaughter them.
horse. If
So
we
guys
enter
just-
battle with a foot if we enter battle and we lose a horse, we have to proceed on foot, which is a fate worse than death. So
Yeah, let's just speed boost out of here.
There's no glory in running.
I agree with the Goliath.
But
We
there's
can-
no glory to be won in an easy battle either, is there?
well, you could get off your horse then.
yeah, I mean, if we conserve the horses, I can get off the horse and charge into them and slaughter them, while jumping, like teleporting from one to the other.
I
Fair.
propose a challenge. Our champion against yours.
Ooh.
If we win,
Oh.
you let us pass.
Oh. Well. An orc never turns down a challenge. They're now about 30 feet from you, but they seem to be intrigued by your challenge. Well, and which of you is the mightiest champion?
I whisper among the group that there's no honor among orcs, so be prepared for a fight no matter what.
Mm.
Is there?
Me, why don't you do your ancestors proud?
I will take up the challenge. Femi says, why no we just smash orcs?
Well, that's the
Yeah.
idea. You'll go
Right.
smash an orc, and then they'll let us pass.
But why we just smash them? Then go.
Well, I'm worried about getting my horse injured. I don't
Well,
want it to getting
no.
tired out.
We send horse over there.
Yeah. The
Don't
horses
worry,
are.
Dargu.
All right, I'll
We
bring out
decide
my
we just
dark
smash you
magic.
instead.
I
I put my arm around Dargu.
look at me and I'm like, is it time for war?
Activate kill protocol.
Yeah, I'm designed for this. Like, I don't know. Like, diplomacy is not my thing.
I press the
Diplomacy
big
isn't
red
game.
like turbo button on your back.
Can we roll initiative?
All right.
We've
So-
decided to kill them all.
I will
Like
jump
you're
at
just brandishing weapon, like everyone's drawing
I
weapons,
mean,
and
me brought up
No,
some
no,
really
no.
good points about just killing them all.
I'm
Do,
shimmying
do the
Dargu
one
into
and
the
one, and then
front.
we'll ambush them.
Oh. Yeah, we could do that.
all right. So
Oh,
this very large orc steps forward.
Can we like secretly buff up me?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Give him the massive powers. I only have the ability to give you mage armor, but
I don't think it's useful for him.
probably not.
I think I can
Barely
like.
useful for me.
It's barely useful for me.
Well, it's like you get to have 13 armor. It's
Yeah.
like,
Hey,
oh,
I mean,
okay.
it's better than a kick in the pants.
Well,
Depending on where you keep your wallet.
Oh,
Okay,
I
so
thought
we're
I had
doing
like a little. Yeah, we'll do the challenge and then take it from there, one step
Okay.
at a time.
so just like you guys can narrate the challenge, but I just want to tell Ryan what my plan is here. So as people start gathering around the challenge, namely the orcs, I'd like to stealth and go behind them and try and tie all their shoelaces together.
okay.
So,
This is
Shoelaces.
before the fight starts,
or like some rope. No, like while the fight's going on, while it's distracting them.
All the
I'll
Reeboks.
let that start. Yeah, exactly.
okay.
I don't know.
I'll get
Whatever
you.
they have. If I have to use some rope or something, I can use some rope to chain their legs together or something.
Okay. I will get you to roll a stealth check.
I don't have to interrupt this all to start with. Oh, it's not my best.
All right. Roll your stealth. All right. So, as the orcs approach, the largest amongst them steps out front. He's got a gnarly set of blue goggles on top of his head.
Oof.
His left ear is covered in earrings from the top to the bottom, and he has two very large, jagged teeth coming out at different angles out of his maw, if you will, out of his maw or jaw. And he takes a moment and bangs his shield with the large sword in his hand, and lets out a monstrous orc battle cry. And as he lets out the orc battle cry, the four orcs behind him let out a similar intimidating battle cry.
Is the big orc still smaller than me?
You are how tall?
Well, I like similar to me, but me is maybe a little bit taller.
You are the worst, Borbs. Like, what kind of name is that to choose?
Someone should have named
Oh
you as
man.
well. That would have been next level.
Just
What
you
would it
wait. Just you wait. I don't know what's gonna be worse. It just comes up every single time.
There you go.
I've already thought of some horrible names for the future. Sorry, what was the question again? I got
Is the orc
distracted.
smaller than me?
Yes, a little bit shorter than me, the character. Maybe by about a foot, but he's
Ooh.
bulky. He's you know, shoulders. He's thick. He's thick.
Big boy.
That booty.
Our UFC face off, I'm like way above him though.
And one of the orcs takes a look at the drum that Nom seems to be playing, and pulls out his own war drum and starts beating on it as well. Boom, 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 boom,
No.
boom, boom, boom.
Be beat off.
Side challenge.
It's a beat off. Jesus.
Are they complimenting each other's like rhythm?
At first, not at all. It's very contradictory. But I'll have I'll have Nom roll a performance check.
I don't think I'm very good, but I'll try. Performance.
$12. All right, and yourself and the orc appear to get into a rhythm with one another.
Ooh.
You need friends.
You
True.
almost feel like perhaps this is a song that you've heard played before, and it's just coming naturally to you.
Do they lock eyes?
There's a brief moment where they lock eyes, but
Sad?
feeling awkward, they quickly release eye contact and focus back on the main battle stage.
Which favorite? Flush.
So I will have you roll a initiative. Sorry.
Booyah.
Hi.
Working the same way that I had it working before. That turn. There we go. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right. So the large orc in front of you bangs on his shield as if to beckon you to battle, and lets out another roar.
Alright, so my go?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll call out, for the glory of my ancestors! And I'll rage. And do a reckless attack at this guy.
Oh.
And so that's with advantage.
Yeah. And because it's a
So-
reckless attack, I get advantage on my attack, but attacks against me are advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, so they get advantage on
Um,
attacking me.
All right. 24 is a miss. No, 24 is definitely a hit.
Oh boy.
Alright, so that is
9.
a 11. This is 2 extra damage
So
from
11.
range.
Cool. All right. So as you're attacking him with what weapon? Halberd.
A halberd, yeah.
So as he bangs his shield, you smash into that same shield he's banging on with your halberd, and manage to break it off of his arm and do a serious blow. And so he takes a bit of a stagger there with the intense. That's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
So he staggers a bit with the force of that strike and says, "Oh, you're a strong one. You're not nervous." And he now takes his large.
Took me a second.
He takes his large sword that he was banging against his shield, and makes a two-handed slash at you.
Advantage.
With advantage. R2D20. I don't think that worked.
That's a miss.
I don't think my attempt at making a thing worked. So let me try that again. 8. Sure. 20 plus 5. Double 8s. All right. He lunges or like swipes at you, but you deftly dodge out of the way.
All right. Well, probably just be doing this on repeat. So yeah, I will do another reckless attack with the halberd. Is he looking like significantly injured or?
He's not looking too happy. His arm has a big gash where his shield used to be. The halberd strike also left some damage on his chest. So
Another 11 slashing damage.
another 11 slashing damage. All right.
How are the other orcs looking?
There are gasps from the crowd as this second strike seems to do even more damage to this large orc, and he's looking very bloodied at this point. All right, so you did 11 slashing damage.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
All right. So this orc, kind of bleeding from multiple places, looking very badly injured, turns to his brethren, beating the drum and looking on, astonished at the first 2 strikes that have occurred. And he says, "Get 'em, boys!" And I'll get you guys to roll initiative.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
So
critical failure. Double critical failure.
Oh my god, our initiatives are amazing.
Average roll.
Oldie, you can't trust orcs.
That worked out.
Some terrible rules.
I mean, honestly, if me was losing, we would also step in.
So the bloodied orc lifts his great axe a second time, or his great sword a second time, and takes another swing at me.
That's gonna be an oof.
All right. So. Oh. And what does critical damage do?
It doubles your damage dice. So you roll another d12.
All right, and you take a total of 16 slashing damage.
All right,
Devastating.
As he comes down hard with this great sword.
Gonna have to use my stone's endurance to. Well, that's still. Let's see. That's 16. That's only 8 damage. Yeah, I'll use my d12. All right, reduce it by 5, so I take 3 damage.
That's not too bad.
All right.
Oh, you half it and then take more off?
Yeah. Rage halves it.
Oh, because of the rage. Yeah.
And
Okay.
then I use the D thing, but now I can't use that again
the rage.
until a short or long rest.
Okay. All right.
Can we get some orcs on the board?
They're here.
Over,
They're just
over to the right.
Yep,
To the
they're just
east?
off to the right.
Oh,
They've been
That's a big
standing
swing.
there the whole time.
have they?
Was I successful in tying up their legs?
Can I get you to make a sleight of hand check.
Seems reasonable.
For each one.
Each of them?
Yeah, we'll do
Oh.
4 sleight of hand checks.
Okay. 20. 8. 14.
Okay.
No, I did 5. But
So yeah,
first.
it'd just be the back 4, right? Because you're not gonna. They're gonna see you trying to tie the guy's shoelaces together while he's actively fighting a combatant.
Yeah.
So you manage to get 2 of them tied together. Where are you standing now?
My plan was to, while they were distracted, stealth off behind them, tie them up, and then rejoin my friends, basically.
And then rejoin. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've successfully done that. This top one goes to step forward, not realizing that his shoelaces have been tied together, and he falls down prone. Where's a good prone? Is there like a laying down? My back. The second one here is going to step forward, and he's gonna jump in here to help his comrade. This third one here is also going to fall prone. And then this fourth one just begins to run straight at the crowd in front of him. Come on, Mouse, what are you doing? That is bizarre. Okay. So he runs towards you 30 feet. He's then going to make a bonus action. Now, this is the one who was locking eyes with Nam while they were beating drums, and he locks gaze again. And as a bonus action, he's going to continue running towards Nam.
Oh.
And he brandishes. He doesn't have his shield anymore, but he brandishes a javelin and goes to jab you with the javelin. And swings with a 24.
Yeah, that's very much a hit.
Is there like... I had like active pages instead of having to type all this crap. Okay. I'll just have to do it old school for now. Alright, so... Sorry, 24 was a hit?
Very much so.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
More of a lover, not a fighter.
There we go. So I'll get you to take 5 piercing damage. Alright. The other one that's run up to me is going to swing with a great axe. Is it still with advantage?
Yep.
Because you're reckless attack?
Mhm.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So that would be a hit.
That would be.
You're muted, Bob.
Thank you. Yes, that would be a massive hit. Yeah.
All right. Ooh. But the recovery with that one for a total of 14 slashing damage.
Well,
Oh boy.
I'm only gonna take 7.
Reasonable.
Wow. Shit.
And then it is no longer their turn. It is Kundarg's turn.
All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna aim right here and cast. I wind up all the gears on my glove here, my power glove, and I cast Fairy Fire right here. So it should hit these 3 dudes. If I did the math right, it should be a 20-foot,
All right.
20-foot cube.
My God, it's amazing.
Reasonable.
So spell save DC 13.
And they have to make
Otherwise,
Dex saving throws.
Yeah.
yes, dexterity saving throw.
All right. And I want to. The orcs have to get higher than 13 to.
The save.
Okay. Turn D20. Fail. Trips
Ooh,
fail.
Oh man.
So any attacks against them are at advantage.
Ah. It doesn't do any damage though.
Nope.
Well, we will do that,
They
right?
also can't
It's-
become invisible, but
Oh, yeah.
So fairy fire. Let's see. Oh, that's leaves. That looks close enough to fire.
I say, shoot at the glowing ones.
Absolutely.
And then I cock my weapon for the next turn. That's it.
All right. Next we have Nom.
Does that give advantage with cantrips or spells as well? Or just attacks?
Any attack rolls.
If it's an attack roll.
So
if
some
it's-
spells are attack rolls.
It's like
yeah.
Vicious Mockery?
Is
Do
that
you make an
roll?
attack roll with that, or do I make
No.
a save DC?
It's usually a touch attack or a range attack.
Yeah,
It's
it needs to be an attack roll where you're
Yeah,
rolling
like
a D20.
Frostbolt or Firebolt. It
Eldritch
would work for
Blast.
those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bards can be a little bit frustrating for a while on the
Damage side.
damage side. You kind of just have to go in and hit it with the sword if you want to.
Okay. I lock eyes with my fellow
Your drummer, bro.
drummer. And I lash out with my spear. But
7.
shit.
7's a miss.
Okay. I assume I only get 1 attack with this character. Okay. Alright, a single tear falls down and lands on my drum, making a small little whimper drumming sound. I don't attempt to move away.
All right. Lemerack.
I'm going to come into the fight here and attack this guy right here.
All right. 10
And
is
Advantage.
Advantage.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you get advantage. 20 is a hit.
Ooh.
Woo! Thank goodness for that.
6 piercing damage.
Hold on, that didn't work properly.
Should have been 60.
No, it should have asked me. Usually when I click the damage, there's a little macro that asks me if I want to do sneak attack damage, which I do. guess I'll just roll a d6 on top of that. Okay, so +3, so 9.
9 damage.
Yeah.
All right.
And I will use my bonus action to disengage. And actually, I guess it took me like pretty much my movement to get into this fight, more or less. Then I'll use my bonus action to take a second attack, I think. I think that's a thing.
Ooh, you can do that?
Only if you have a second weapon in your hand. That's like if you're doing 2-weapon fighting.
Uh-huh. Cool. Cool.
And you have a second weapon.
Got my offhand dagger.
Oh, the one you found?
I started with it, but
Oh, okay.
I don't think it also gets sneak attack. I think it's just the one.
Single sneak attack. All right.
Don't.
And
don't
it
know
doesn't
how
get
that
the dex modifier on damage.
Oh, okay. So just 3 damage then.
3 damage. Okay.
Yeah. I gotta change the macros on that.
He's looking mighty sad after taking a couple of sharp implements to his torso. Or arms, or leg. I guess legs. You're slashing at his ankles, right?
Yeah.
All right. Is that you?
Yep.
All right, Rowan.
Alrighty. Seems there's quite a kerfuffle. Well, I believe I'll step forward and blast this orc with a deadly,
Blast.
yeah, you know, one of these energy blasts of darkness. $16?
Which one are you attacking?
16. Is that's to hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that is a hit.
Sweet. I
Remember
damage
these
him.
dudes, you get advantage on these guys.
Yeah, but this guy's in your face.
Well, this guy, I'm shooting at the guy who's attacking, and he's close by.
Oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
Your Eldritch Blast catches him off guard and does significant damage, but more importantly, it rips a hole in his drum, making him very upset.
Oh.
My drum! Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, Chipunk.
Okay, I activate my protection protocol. Move 30 feet here. Slice the sword with both of my hands onto this guy. With advantage. Wait. Maybe I'll critical. Nope. 18
18 is a hit.
for 11 damage.
Oh man. How do you murder this?
So I don't stop from the back line. I just pick the trajectory in a straight line, go and just slice at him like he's already injured like hell. So I just don't even care. As I slice him, I will then use my action surge to get an additional action, and then I'll use a bonus action to dash to this guy. Maybe I'll be over here and slice again. With advantage. 17
17 is a hit.
for 7 damage.
Oh man. How do you murder that second one?
He's the finishing move as I kind of like swipe through the body of the first guy, I slice the second guy and kind of like stop there, kind of just anime style.
Oh,
Yeah.
got
I'll
him.
give Radish inspiration for a double katana kill.
That's a solid strike.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, by the way, this Yeah.
All right. I believe it is now me's turn.
All right. These guys are both prone, right?
Yes.
And how far away is this guy from the one that's facing on
30 feet.
Okay. Well, I'll go 20 feet and attack him. Reckless attack.
Ooh, 24. That'll do it.
10 damage.
10. How do you murder this orc?
Ooh. I just come over and slam the halberd down right on top of his skull. And
His
then
skull
turn,
is crushed.
and I'll just take another 10 feet or so towards these guys.
All right.
And that's the end for me.
All right. It's the orc's turn. And so when you're prone,
You spend half of your movement to stand up.
okay. All right. So this guy is going to stand up. No more back pain. And this guy as well is going to stand up. This first one charges forward into Chipunk, and this guy charges forward in a rage to me. The top one attacking Chipunk is going to swing his great axe. And he got a 24. That's a hit.
Yeah.
And it does 14 slashing damage.
Oh, that left some wires sparkling.
And the lower one is going to attack me and rolls a 7. So that's probably a miss.
He rolls with advantage, though.
Oh, it still counts as a reckless attack. Okay. That's your first mistake.
There you go.
Rolls a 20 instead. And 9 slashing damage.
Take 4 damage.
4 damage.
I'm bloody now.
Give you a little back rub, or we could just murder. I'll move forward. Behind me. Here. And I'll take a shot at this dude. Why does my sheet okay, never mind. Keeps getting messed up.
Alright, 8 is a miss.
I have failed miserably. That's it.
Alright. Nom's turn.
Point blank range miss. Shameful.
Well, you're like 20 feet away. I mean, you're firing like musket balls, right? Those weren't historically known for their accuracy.
That's true. It's not like a sniper rifle.
Maybe one day it will be.
Better get tinkering.
I'm gonna mock the orc by me.
Alright. Wisdom saving throw. $16.
Can't mock
And
anyone.
No mocking occurs. Or your insults just bounce off of him because he's in a fit of rage.
All right, I pick up the broken drum from my fallen drummer friend.
All right. Pick up the drum. Lemerac. Marcc.
All right. I'm going to slide up next to friend here and make another attack. 14.
14
Advantage.
is... Oh, yeah, don't forget about advantage.
Yeah. Good point.
18's a hit. 14 was not.
All right. So 5 plus. Plus 1, 6. And I think I am going to attack with the offhand dagger as well. Miss.
With advantage, though.
Oh yeah, good point.
Oh,
20's the hit.
That's gonna hit. For 1 damage.
You managed to catch that ankle just barely.
Yep.
All right.
Ankle shot would hurt, man.
It would.
you cut his Goldilocks.
Rowan.
What do I see here? I'll move right here. Point my finger down at this orc right here. And line up a nice shot. I'll take my time though. I'll look right straight down the barrel of my finger. And carefully let loose an Eldritch Blast!
It flies wide.
Oh, it's too powerful. I like recoil, the recoil on it's too much. I miss.
All right. Chipunk.
Okay, I overclock my processor. Oh damn! Why doesn't it work? I made a macro. As a bonus action, I will get health. Roll d10 plus 1. 8 health back. And then... As...
Damage?
So what?
You took damage?
No. I increased 8 health. I use second wind, which once per short rest I can regenerate.
Yeah, he took damage at some point. One of the orcs jabbed him.
Yeah, I had 9 health. Now I have 17.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I zoned out.
Oh yeah, I took a nice swing. However, I raise my sword as a retaliation, and I slice this guy with advantage.
With advantage.
16?
Oh, yes. 16's a hit.
8 damage.
Oh. As Chipunk continues to cleave through the remnants of these orcs, how'd you get through this one?
Just, I guess it didn't stop. I just slice, I guess, in my paws.
Can't
And
stop. Won't stop.
this is like just a slice further. Kind of like insignificant. He interrupted my victorious pose.
Got him. Alright, me. 1 orc remains.
Well,
Oh, can
there's
you use
not
my
much to
movement?
do then.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move closer to here. To draw aggro, if I can.
17 is a hit.
8 damage.
8 damage. Your halberd strike lands solidly in his chest, and his armor is barely any protection.
Ooh.
It crushes some of his ribs. The strength of your pole arm strike.
Nice.
Alright. The orc's turn.
He should be afraid.
He's pretty afraid. His friends are all murdered, but
Mangled.
orcs dying in battle is what they live for. So he lets out a battle cry and takes a mighty swing at me and rolls a 16.
With advantage?
Is it still with advantage? Yeah.
It's always. If I take advantage, you get advantage.
All right. And 12, so 16.
16 is ahead.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Whoa!
And he does a massive amount of damage.
All right.
Oh my god.
I take 7 of that.
Oh yeah, your half thing. Thought I got someone.
Very close.
That was close, yeah.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for this half, like
Raging
yeah.
is so good.
like
yes.
the half is key.
I have 4 hit points left.
All right, Kundarg.
I shift
You
slightly
need
to the side.
leading.
I line up the shot perfectly. And I fire. 13?
13. 13 is a miss.
Ah, damn it. I curse the gods.
Lightning strikes you.
Yeah.
Nom.
Finish him, Nom.
All right. 5. So roll your damage.
Imagine dying to vicious mockery.
1. Oh man, we still need to find out what the vicious mockery is.
I'm going to eat your mother tonight. And I don't mean erotically.
Ooh. It seems like your vicious mockery has done a little bit more damage than what you rolled. Lemurak.
Alright. Surprise.
Give him the Jolly Roger.
Give him the Jolly Roger. Okay. So, come down here. And I'm going to actually set this properly this time. I'm gonna miss with my short sword.
Of the mix.
And then I will attack with my offhand.
Ooh, that one works.
It's for 1 damage.
Oh,
We get an advantage on this guy as
And
well.
don't you get sneak attack?
Do I get sneak attack on my offhand?
Yep.
wouldn't you get sneak attack on at least one of them? You just usually take it on the primary because it
You
would
would
do.
only get it
more,
on one
right?
of them.
Yeah.
So +3.
Oh,
4 damage.
this orc is half slumped over, clinging his chest, feeling viciously mocked, and is looking extremely bloodied at this point. Rowan.
Well, seeing my opportunity to basically take all the credit for finishing off the orc horde, I kind of move around here, get right up close actually, not within 5, that's too close, but like practically point blank, as much as I will not lose the ability to shoot very well. And I blast him! Damn it!
Ooh. And your blast goes wide. Chapunk.
I slice.
And you slice a hit.
4 damage only though.
And how do you kill this 4th body that you
Oof.
You're like, we should call you orc
Right
bait.
there
clean up
together.
crew here?
The last one I just like angrily but casually, powerfully walk and just and this like past annoyance.
Ooh, and he is murdered.
as their blood is dripping from my katana.
Oof.
Ugh. We fought
Vicious.
well.
All right, you look around as you kind of survey the damage and all these bloodied orcs and kind of lick your own wounds. What do you guys do next?
Take a long rest for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
that sounds good to me.
Do you guys want to not that I want to suggest what you want to do, but the area that they came from looked like maybe they had some form of a little camp or something.
Well, they had their tolls. They were collecting tolls, so they must have money.
Yeah, maybe
Right.
next time we can take up with the cleanup and investigation, and then carrying on.
Yeah.
I prepare
Cool.
everyone dinner.
They
We'll need at
they
least a
paid
short
the
rest.
toll with their lives.
Okay, what I will also have you guys do between this week and next week is,
Level up.
yeah, well, I was gonna say like preemptively prepare, but let's just make it clean, and you guys can just level up to
Nice.
level 3, right? Are we at
Yeah.
3? Yeah.
We need to talk, Ryan. Not
I
tonight.
refuse.
Uh-oh. Ryder's breaking up with D&D.
No. I mean, I will break something, but I'm not gonna break out of D&D. I'll break
No, you
Ryan's
just
campaign.
murdered all the orcs. Like everyone else must have just. They might as well have just stayed home.
Can't tell
I
me you
mean,
need to talk.
Coming in here with your katana.
I did a killing blows, luckily, but
Alright, I will inform you now that my character is picking up a bow as well.
are you gonna multi-class?
Where'd you
On
pick up a bow
multi-classing.
from?
From my multi-classing for level 3.
Oh, nice.
Just comes with
Nice.
the class. You sleep and a bow appears under your pillow. The bow
I'm gonna
fairy.
find one in the orc camp probably, but
You might.
yeah. I keep my eye out for one. But yeah, we need some distance hitting here. And I need to do some damage.
Sweet.
We got a lot of damage.
Yeah,
I did that one. I did do that one.
I'm gonna try
You
to
should
get
use
some
your bardic inspiration.
control.
Oh
I haven't
yeah,
had
that's
that
what you
yet.
got to do. You got to get those bardic inspirations
Yeah,
out
we'll
there.
get to it. But even level 1 Ranger is pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ranger has a special place in my heart.
Everyone should
Ranger.
take one level in Ranger.
Even just for the advantage on initiative rolls.
So do you automatically get advantage on rolls as a
No,
ranger?
that's the.
No.
That was the UA version that Ryan did.
Mm.
Right?
Okay,
It was
okay.
different on our whatever it's called.
Okay,
It's
okay.
like home D&D official playtest material.
I liked it though. It was better than what's in the player's handbook.
Yeah. Well,
It had more like there was more flavor to
it was
the moves.
initially very, very powerful. Like that primeval meditation thing where you're like, I know there's 8 dudes behind this door and they're all ready to kill you. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like that was kind of like overpowered, and it got less so the more so we went on. But yeah,
Yeah, knowing what the enemy's up to. It's all about gathering that intelligence.
there's other things you can do from Tashes that change the ranger a bit, or there's the Xanthar stuff. Anyways,
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Hey,
GG.